Most people think studying abroad costs tens of thousands of dollars every year, but in China, some students pay nothing at all. Not only is their tuition free, their accommodations free, they even receive a monthly allowance. So how's that possible? Today I'll show you the 4 main scholarships that every international student should know before applying to China. If there's only one scholarship you should know before starting in China, it's this one. The Chinese government scholarship, also known as the CSC Scholarship, is the largest and most well-known scholarship program for international students. If you're selected, your tuition is fully covered. You'll also receive free on-campus accommodation, comprehensive medical insurance, and a monthly living allowance. Right now, the monthly stipend is around 2,500 yuan for bachelor students, 3,000 yuan for master students, and 3,500 yuan for PhD students. Yes, they actually pay you to study in China. So, who can apply? The CSC Scholarship is available for students applying for bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, as well as some long degree study programs. The application period runs from January to March. There are generally 2 ways to apply, Type A and Type B. Type A. First, apply to the university you are interested in and get a pre-admission letter. Then contact the Chinese embassy or consulate in your home country. They will review your materials. If you're approved, they'll give you a 4-digit embassy code. Finally, take the pre-admission letter along with the embassy code and submit your application on the CSC website. Type B. Apply to your target university and check the box for CSC Scholarship. If the university selects you, they will give you the university code. Then take your pre-admission letter plus the university code and submit everything on the CSC website. Not all universities or programs are eligible. China has 270 CSC designated universities. Check the full list on Campus China on the universities and programs. Age limits: 25 or younger for bachelors, 35 or younger for masters, and 40 or younger for PhD. Starting with the 2026 intake, undergraduate applicants are also required to take the CSC China Scholastic Competency Assessment. The CSC Score Report is a mandatory document for bachelor's applicants. This requirement does not apply to master's or PhD applicants. As for application documents, depending on the program, you'll usually need either SHK scores for Chinese taught programs or IELTS or TOEFL scores for English taught programs. Didn't get the CSC scholarship? Don't worry. Here's something many international students don't realize. China doesn't just have one scholarship program. Many provinces and major cities have their own government scholarships for international students. For example, if you're planning to study in Beijing, you can apply for the Beijing Government Scholarship. This scholarship is funded by the Beijing municipal government, but it's the universities themselves that handle the evaluation and distribution. Take Beijing University of Science and Technology, for instance. Their page lists everything from bachelor's to PhD programs, along with the detailed requirements and application steps. If you're heading to Shanghai, there's the Shanghai Government Scholarship, which has 2 categories, Type A and Type B. Type A covers everything, including insurance. In other words, you study for free. Type B covers tuition plus insurance. Here's what the living allowance looks like: 2,500 yuan per month for bachelor students, 3,000 yuan for master students, and 3,500 yuan for PhD students. Age limits are 25 or younger for bachelors, 35 or younger for masters, and 40 or younger for PhD. For language requirements, Chinese taught programs generally need SHK level 4 or above, while English taught programs require IELTS or TOEFL scores. And here's something handy. The Shanghai page lists all 31 eligible universities. If you're interested, you can screenshot it for later. Jiangsu and Zhejiang provinces also have their own programs. Jiangsu is called the Jasmine Scholarship, and just like Beijing, it's funded by the government but administered by the universities. Take Southeast University, one of the best in Jiangsu. Here's what their government scholarship offers. Postgraduate students get 20,000 yuan per academic year. Undergraduate students get 10,000 yuan per academic year, and long degree or exchange students get a one-time reward of 5,000 yuan every 6 months. The page also includes eligibility requirements, deadlines, application procedures, and a full list of required documents. Now let's talk about Zhejiang province. The government scholarship at Zhejiang University, the top university in the province, gives 20,000 yuan per year for bachelor students and 30,000 yuan per year for both master's and PhD students. These are all one-year awards, but here's the good news. If you perform well, you can reapply and get it again. Now here's something that surprises a lot of international students. Even if you don't receive a government scholarship, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to pay full tuition. Why? Because many universities in China offer their own scholarships. These scholarships are funded directly by the universities themselves, and they are designed to attract outstanding international students from around the world. Depending on the university, the scholarship may cover all of your tuition, part of your tuition, or provide a one-time cash award for excellent academic performance. Take Nanjing Agricultural University, for example. Their official scholarship breakdown looks like this. For the full scholarship, master's students get 24,000 yuan for tuition, 10,000 yuan for accommodation, 18,000 yuan for living expenses, and 800 yuan for insurance. Doctoral students get 37,000 yuan for tuition, 10,000 yuan for accommodation, 18,000 yuan for living expenses, and 800 yuan for insurance. And there's also a partial scholarship that covers the full tuition waiver. That's 24,000 yuan waived for master's students and 37,000 yuan waived for doctoral students. But here's the catch. There are only 35 spots available each year. Only 5 students get the full scholarship and 30 get the partial one. Now let's look at Zhejiang University. They offer a school-level scholarship for international master's students called the ZIBS Scholarship, which gives you a one-time award ranging from 5,000 to 50,000 yuan. And if you scroll further down, you will find something even more interesting, a scholarship specifically for doctoral students in medical programs with 2 categories, Type A and Type B. Type A covers a full tuition waiver, free on-campus accommodation, an extra monthly stipend of 7,000 yuan, and a comprehensive medical insurance. Type B covers a full tuition waiver, free on-campus accommodation, an extra monthly stipend of 3,500 yuan, and a comprehensive medical insurance. Whether you get a Type A or Type B, that monthly stipend is more than enough to cover your daily living expenses. Basically, you can study for free. If your future career plan is to teach Chinese or your goal is much simpler, you just want to learn Chinese, the good news, there's a scholarship you definitely don't want to miss. The International Chinese Language Teachers Scholarship, formerly known as the Confucius Institute Scholarship. This scholarship offers a 1 year, 1 semester, and even 4-week programs. But most universities primarily fund semester to academic year programs. There are 2 tracks for this scholarship, one for people who want to become Chinese language teachers, and the other for those who simply want to learn the Chinese. It covers everything, tuition, accommodation, and insurance. Some universities even give you a monthly living allowance on top of that. Shenzhen University, for instance, is a top university in Shenzhen. Besides covering tuition, accommodation, and insurance, they also give you an extra 2,500 yuan per month for living expenses. Then there's the Beijing Language and Culture University, a globally recognized university with the mission of promoting Chinese language and culture. They also offer this scholarship, with programs ranging from 1 month to a full year. For example, the one-year Chinese language program runs for 11 months and focuses entirely on learning Chinese. You will need at least the SHK Level 3 with a score of 210 or above, and if you have an SHKK score, that will give you an advantage. There's also one semester program, which runs for 5 months. It requires the SHK Level 3 with a score of 180 or above, plus an SHKK score. Here's something you need to know. You must have a recommending institution to apply. The most common recommending institutions are as follows. I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, but finding a recommending institution seems like a hassle. But honestly, it's really not that complicated. You can simply reach out to these institutions yourself, express your interest in applying, and once they review and approve your application, they will issue you a recommendation letter. The easiest way, just contact the Confucius Institute or the Chinese embassy in your country directly. So, do you have a target university in mind or a scholarship that interests you? Drop your comment below. We will help you get connected. If you are thinking about studying in China, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.